like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, y'all. As you know, I am currently re-uploading all of my videos, adding commentary so that I can meet the YouTube guidelines. This flashback is featuring Solar sitting in the dark. Let's listen to what Solar has to say, guys.
Yo, peace everybody. Y'all gonna want to hear this, so just go ahead and come in. I felt like I've been feeling different the past couple hours. Peace, everybody.
By the way, guys, I want to say I'm very sorry for covering the comments in this video. I was just starting out and I didn't really realize just how important the comments are, as important as the content is, you know. So I do apologize, but if you look at my new content and new videos, you can read all of the comments. It's just I was starting out, so please forgive me. Thank you in advance.
I've been feeling different. Yeah, I was definitely crying. I was crying for about like 2 hours straight. I just couldn't even help it. I couldn't even control it. It was just like 2 hours straight out of nowhere. I wasn't even like crying. I wasn't like whimpering or making noises. It was just water was just pouring out of my eyes uncontrollably. And I just couldn't, there's people in the room, so I kind of just tried to face the wall. And, you know, I just couldn't stop it. And I know what it felt. I know what the feelings were. And even now, I just got off the phone with Janae. I was just speaking with Janae. And, you know, I just realized certain things, and I wanted to say them here. First thing I wanted to say was one of the biggest areas of my pain that I felt first was I did feel like a victim. I feel like, I've gone with Zoka, I've gone with Natiri, I've been with Velvet, and in each of these situations, what y'all may not understand is that my love is very, very, very real. I really love them. I really gave them everything that I could. I woke up every day and gave my all. I woke up every day and found ways for me to improve on myself, to be better for everyone. You know, every day, my love is very, very real. I don't care. I posted that picture because I don't want the idea that this was all fake, that this is just a show. Other people look at me like a prop. They look at me like a show, especially online, and they don't realize that my heart is broken. My heart keeps getting broken, and it does hurt. And you guys keep telling me stop getting relationships. I get it.
Y'all, and shortly after this live, Solar was right back with Velvet, right back in the relationship, even though he says he gets it.
You know, my love is very real. My love is very, very real. Velvet, I really, really, really loved you. You know, the girls, everything that we did. 90% of everything was super healthy. 90% of everything was just pure love. It was great. And it's like, I just feel so drained. I feel like these people just suck up all of my love everywhere, and then it's just crazy, man. It's fucked up. And then what happens? I spend all of this love. You put out all of this energy. You put out all of this love, right? They don't even have to be partners. They don't have to be in a relationship. This is just people, man. People do this. You put all this love, and somehow For me, I'm speaking for me, I always end up alone. How is that? How does that happen? How do these people make all of these promises? How do these people act like there's so much passion and love between you and then they leave? They walk out the door. Fun fact, I've never broke up with a single one of these women. They all leave. All of them. I've never broke up with a single one of them. Yeah, Zoka was a lot of love there. That was crazy, and I can, if I scale it back and I look at it, I can see how where we were mentally clearly affected the relationships. That's what it was, but that doesn't erase the history. That doesn't erase the emotions, and that doesn't erase the real love. You guys got to understand that, especially if you have children or when you were a child. Things happen to us that really fucking hurt. And you don't tell a kid, well, you're not mentally developed yet, so that's why you feel the pain. You don't. They have to live with that, and it forms them and it molds them. You can allow it to make you better, or you can allow it to make you worse. I'll obviously never let it make me worse. But
3 failed relationships, and you're still going strong with loved ones, but you don't even know how to give or receive love.
It hurts, y'all. It really, really hurts when you're genuine. When you're genuine, when your heart is open. When you're honest, when you take responsibility. The one thing I can do? I can take responsibility. I can always say that there's more that I could have done somewhere. I can always see how I could have done something better or sooner. All that's fine. We can go into all of that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. At the end of the day, it hurts. Love, it should not hurt like that. Alchemizing it fixes it, great, but just realizing that people go through shit like this sucks. If I'm going through this, I can imagine what people go through. If I'm going through this, I can just imagine what people go through. I don't really care to get on here and talk about drama like that. The stories and this and that, and that has a lot of depth and importance to it, yes. But I'm remembering, these platforms are meant for real things, real moments. Dancing around and making music and parading and entertaining is fun. Going back and forth and having banter about where we're located is interesting. But the depths of the heart, the reality of the heart, the thing that makes us human is what keeps us from all that AI shit you guys keep promoting and they're afraid of at the same time. We're losing our humanity. People are losing their humanity. Women, relationships, men, they're losing their humanity. Like, the heart is being turned off so easily. This goes against the functions of your being. Even a lot of y'all in this comments, hearts are so numb and so turned off, you can say mean things right now. Or maybe you're just being superficial or you can't speak from the depths of your heart. But one thing that I know is that that's the only thing that really matters. Everything else is a cover-up. It makes me question every moment that I spent with these women. Every moment in the kitchen cooking, holding the kids together, kissing, loving, having those cliche moments, finishing sentences, bathing together. Connecting to the spirit of her father, ancestors, and family. I didn't know you could fake that deep. I didn't know you could fake it, love that fucking deep. Literally, she was a mirror of me. Everything really could have been like perfect and beautiful with that situation. You guys got to understand how it was from the inside. From the inside, it had everything. All the potential was there for everything. Everybody's dreams and wishes fulfilled.
Well, Solar, now you ain't got to worry about that because Velvet has broken up with you. She actually has indicated that she wants nothing to do with you. So you don't have to worry about Velvet anymore. Now what you need to focus on is your children and how you're going to be able to support them.
For some reason, when she ran up to me, she said, "I don't want to be with you either." She didn't say, "I don't want to be with you." She said, "I don't want to be with you either." Like she tried to beat me to the punch. Like there's a misunderstanding or a problem. You guys don't realize the reason we broke up is still undetermined. The reason why we broke up, there's no reason. She came out of the bathroom hot, never explained herself, and said that she didn't have to explain herself. She doesn't want to be with me either. So somewhere she feels like I told her that. Somewhere she feels like I told her I don't want to be with her.
You know what, Courtney, aka Solar? I think Velvet would respect you a lot more if you were more truthful because she heard you on the phone cupcaking with Janae while she was in the shower. That's what set her off, honey. That's what set her off.
I don't want to be with those girls. I don't want to be in that family. I don't want to be... I don't want to play father. I love to play father. I love to do that. I know the importance of being a child.
Now, we all know that that's a bunch of bullshit because Solar did not care and still doesn't seem to give two fucks about his own child with Janae. All he talks about is Velvet and her kids and the kid she's pregnant with. That's the only thing that he's super focused on.
I know the value there and how you treat them and what they go through. I'm getting to the point where I'm just starting to ignore kids because it's like, man, let me not invest in what matters to me. Generations, the mind, the heart, the soul's development, proper education, proper guidance. That's generational wealth to me first. Being that role model and then being able to guide the right way. Too many bad decisions, horrible decisions being made around, for me to start getting too invested in trying to help everyone. So we always have to help ourselves, right? And just hope that's enough. If you're a shepherd, don't get mad at the sheep. Pick up your staff and you just kind of got to lead the way. I mean, eventually they'll follow, especially if you're going the right way. I mean, it's just different for me, man. Just the love that I have and the misunderstandings, I think, have destroyed everything for me. The unclear communication, the misunderstandings. Why do they think that I don't want to be with them? Why do they think that I don't love them? Why do they think that I'm disloyal? Why do they think that I'm just playing with them? Is the love that real? Am I too unbelievable? Is it just too unbelievable? I always felt like a fucking Prince Charming since I was a kid. My mother raised me well. And I was raised around a lot of women my whole life. I'm always around women. I'm just surrounded by women like 24/7. I can't help it. It's my program. I love to be like a Prince Charming in my relationship if I can. Like, I'll do the most. When I love, and it's just real. I'm a Venus and Taurus. When I commit, I commit. It's hard for me to even do astrology readings because the astrology readings get fucking deep. I begin on the phone with astrology readings, they start crying. Immediately, like, damn. They be too deep, too connected. We end up staying best friends after the readings. Right, this is the thing for me. There is no reason Why I should be sitting here feeling so fucking alone after all of this love. There's no fucking reason. Nobody deserves that, yo. After all of that love, especially from a genuine heart. Especially from a genuine soul. Who does nothing but give. And they'll even improve on themselves to make the shit work. They somehow end up alone. And you can say you're here for me. Where? I don't see you. You could say you're my friend. You could say you're my lover. Where? I don't feel you. Can't even smell you. I keep ending up alone. When my love is real. And karma, I've seen the one karma and just made me think, like, I've considered, is this my karma? And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I'm trying to figure this shit out. And then I talked to Janae. Janae let me know. She said, this isn't like that. You're being protected. Just look at it as if you're being protected. And I was like, okay, yeah, I guess it's true. It is true. But why y'all like this then? Why the fuck I gotta be protected from y'all like this, bro? I shouldn't have to be alone, bro. We should be able to step into love. It shouldn't be that damn hard for y'all to be so little fucking positive and do something good for your health and do something good for your soul. I don't know how that makes me a bad person at all. That's what I advocate and promote. You got people destroying families saying that I'm out here destroying families. When I've literally been nothing but a remedy. I've been nothing but a catalyst, a protector, a handyman, a lover, a giver, a masseuse, a technician. What do you need? I'll be that, and I have been that. I'm all of those things for you. You want a king? I'll be a king for you. Are you sick today? Do you need a servant? I'll serve you. That's fine. I'll be whatever I need to be. But there's no reason to me. It doesn't make any sense how men or women who are out there with these types of hearts, who are going through things that I'm going through, feeling what I'm feeling, you end up alone, dude. Alone. No, not even family. Not even family. I literally can almost say I have no friends. I feel like saying that, but it's not true. You guys got my back. There's a lot of people that love me. I see your faces in this room. I can't say that. I see your faces in this room. But it feels like I have no friends. It feels like I'm alone. I feels the most like I'm the most misunderstood person ever. Why? Because I have the purest intention and the most open heart. I literally feel crazy sometimes. People are so surprised that when they want to argue or fight with me, my response is what? Love. That's what kills them. When they want to fight, when they want to throw shit, when they want to go crazy, I'm loving, I'm peaceful, I'm cool. I want to talk about it. I can read the moments where I'm being asked to be more aggressive and physical and that's romance. That's different. But what I'm talking about is the real crazy shit, the real drama. Not the role playing. I'm talking about the real drama. I'm always stable. So fucking stable. That's why the stories to me are so fucked up. There's a reason why I'm always end up cool with these people again. If there's anybody I ever fell out with, I'm cool with them again because I didn't do anything to fuck them over. They did something. Always. Me, what's my problem? Well, you need to stop dealing with the wrong people. Everybody always tells me to not deal with people. Well, I don't like being alone, guys. I'm sorry. I'm testing it out. I'm following my heart. There's people I'm attracted to. There's people I have things in common with. I'm testing it out. I'm sorry. I'm not going to choose to be alone. No. I refuse to let my heart close. I refuse to do that. I refuse to let that be the result. So what hurts me? Why am I sitting there crying? Because it hurts and it sucks to know that my arms are always open to people. Everybody who's ever hurt me or stabbed me in my back, I will give them an open arm hug, even Eligio. I'll give Velvet an open arm hug, all of them. Don't mean I got to live with them. No, it doesn't mean I have to be in a relationship with them. No, but I love everybody for real. I really do. And I feel this so misunderstood because all people want to do is talk shit about each other and what was wrong, when I can be like, well, that's not going to do anything. If we talk about what we did and what we could have did better all together, and we have the ability to listen and actually comprehend and take on others' lessons, we could all really grow. But nah, we want to point the finger and blame people all damn day. It don't make no sense. I love recklessly. I know my problem. I know my issue. I love recklessly. I am what is called loyal to a fault. I am what is called loyal to a fault. Doesn't matter to me, guys. I'm very romantic, very hopeless romantic energy over here. Very heartbroken person, very vulnerable person. Very vulnerable person. Guys, I'm a Cancer ascendant. I'm not usually this open, but you know that Cancer full moon did something. And I just want you to know that my emotions are real. I am definitely here. I am not just a robot. This is not just entertainment. This is my life. This shit hurts. It's been 2 hours of water coming out of my face that I could not control. And all I can seem to say is I don't hate them. I'm not mad at them. I don't blame them. It just hurts that I love them so much. And I'm open and I'm waiting for them to just like not hurt themselves. I just hope they don't hurt themselves. And I'm just hurt that they think that I never loved them or my love wasn't real. That idea hurts me. The idea that they think my love was fake hurts me deeply. Here's a common theme in the relationships. I love you. No, you don't. I'll tell them at some point, I love you. They'll say what? No, you don't. And it could be petty and small, but to me, that's killer. I'm like, bruh, you think I wouldn't just say that? I'm not just around anybody. I'm not just around anybody. When I say I love you, I mean that shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. The love that I have for these women are so real. It hurts me to this day that I still love them and the love is still pure for me. I just know that there's misunderstandings, and even though it's meant maybe to separate us forever, it sucks that I know that those are misunderstandings of the purest open heart. And I know that what Velvet did was just a protection thing. I know that. That's what hurts it even more, because it's like, damn, it didn't have to be like this. It really didn't. Like, it is like this, but it didn't have to be. I'm just happy that I can be open with myself and honest with myself and reflect. And as I reflect and reflect and reflect, and I do take responsibility and I knock down all the things that I could have did and could have changed, no matter how extreme I go to make that whatever that mark is, I always realize that I was honest, true, and pure with my love 100% every time. And that's a breath of fresh air. That's a relief. That's something I can calm down on. That's something that puts me back on my feet. That's something that refills me. You know, myself, my own love, right? That's something that refills me. Knowing that. Being responsible. Looking at everything I could have did. Forgiving myself for those things. And then realizing that it was just really like pure all love for real for me. And then it hurts me to wonder if these people were lying from Velvet, from what we've seen, from the moments we had, from the things on my phone, versus however this has proceeded. I thought it was real. But I'm really starting to consider maybe I got played in a big way. Maybe she really was just using me for X, Y, and Z. Maybe she really was. Maybe she really was just using me to help her with the girls in the hood real quick. Is that what it was? Well, I'm honored to have been of service. Maybe the universe just put me there for her to experience sexuality and passion while I get them through a cold-ass winter and help, and just be there to help for that. And to be of assistance and to feed her and the neighborhood like we did. We fed the whole neighborhood, y'all. Me and Velvet was out there like Mother Teresa. We was out there. We fed the whole neighborhoods. We feeding our people. We taking care of our people everywhere. We took care of them. We did some very humanitarian things. We did work. We did real physical work to help, to give, to provide to the people around us. Other pregnant women we helped. What's funny is that we actually helped other pregnant women. That's what we ended up doing. It just happened naturally. In the midst of us trying to do our manifestations and loving and just having less and just being cool with just each other, just getting closer and closer as a family, just like we just can't get off each other. We all love each other. We're just so close to each other all the time. Till one moment of misunderstanding. And then now I'm supposed to act like Velvet was trash. Velvet is not trash. Velvet is an amazing person. An amazing person who's made many mistakes. But she is an amazing, beautiful person. And I will love her and protect her the same way I did before now. Zoka as well. Zoka is a genius. A misguided genius. Zoka is a misguided genius. If only she had the ability to just do her art. Zoka has so much to offer the world. And their hearts, her heart, the humanitarianism of these women, they really do want to change the world. That is one of the biggest sparks of their passion. One of the biggest sparks of what gets them going in our relationships is what we're doing for the world. You got to understand, a woman like Velvet, a woman like Zoka, they're going to choose to be with somebody based off of what they can do for the world if they can't get the emotional satisfaction. If they can't get the emotional satisfaction, fuck it. Well, then what's their next productive thing? Because they're lit by their fuel and their fire to actually do something bigger than just a relationship. Big respect to those women. Just misguided. Bad timing. Premature. Y'all can talk down on them all you want. Well, I'll talk up on them. I'll speak up on them. If I got to receive hate for speaking well on people, so be it. This is my universe. Love wins over here. Amazing, genius people. Especially, I've read their charts. I know their charts better than they know their charts. So I know their potential. And it's funny, I'm talking about Saturn Aries people. They're going to develop. Their time's coming. Their greatness will be there. They will not fail forever. They are not going to make mistakes forever. They can do whatever they do. Judge them however you want. They're not going to be like that forever. They're going to do great things too. You got them fucked up. I love those women. Don't you ever get it twisted. The love with Zoka doesn't... This is what I don't understand. It's like, how do you take the love back? How do you cut cords? I don't understand those things. No, it was real. It happened. It's done. It's like a recorded movie. You don't go back and edit the movie, take the scene out because... I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. To me, it's done. That's there. And for me, it was real. Was it for you? Maybe that's why it's so easy for you to throw it away, because for you, it was lust. For you, it was lust. But for me, it was always love. And that just may be hard to believe. But that's the one thing I do know. I know what love feels like. Because I have it. I am it. I know what love feels like, if there's anything. I give it. And when I receive back lust, or when I do receive back love, sometimes I can't tell the difference. Maybe that's another thing. That's another thing, to work on everybody, is discernment. But I know that my love is pure, true, and real. And I feel like it's just unfair what happened and why things were ruined whenever they were. It's so fucked up. You guys don't think about how fucked up that shit is? You guys don't think how it's fucked up how all of my relationships have ended? Seriously, consider how all of my relationships have ended. It's fucked up. Their misunderstandings, their influence of Eligio. It's fears. Velvet just has fears of Eligio shit happening. She just has fears. There was nothing wrong. There was nothing wrong. She came out and said, I don't want to be with you either. It was a fear. I never said that. But I left because I was trying to make a statement to myself that, hey, you're not about to come and disrespect me and talk to me like that and just treat me like that and think that it's okay. This is not about to trend. If this is, I gotta go. If this is what it is, this is toxic and I'm leaving because I love myself. And that's why that's how I left so easily and so calmly. And when I left out the door, I said, I wish you abundance, wealth, and health. I love the girls as they're crying, saying daddy, as she's sitting there staring at me angry, yelling out the hall with the door wide open, making a scene. I'm just like, yo, I love you guys. I wish you love and abundance and peace while I'm going to walk the hood midnight with bags in a big golden bag, a whole mark. So it is what it is, man. A misunderstanding. That's what hurts me the most. There's not even a build up to it. There's just the day before. That day itself, I was just really drained and I was just sleeping most of the day, and I know she probably felt ignored. And then, I think that's an influence for sure. I could have treated her better that day. I had certain thoughts. There were certain things that I did, I can see what I could have did different. But ultimately, I'm not gonna blame myself or play pity party. I'm just saying, I just at least try to see, what could I have done? What could I have done? I'm looking for the growth. I'm looking for the evolution here. So I'm always gonna analyze. I got a lot of Virgo energy, so I'm really critical, especially of myself. When I look at them, the one thing that I don't see is communication. There's always an inability for the women I'm with. Funny story, all the women I'm with have had heavy Capricorn energy. Zoka has a Capricorn moon, and Velvet have a Capricorn moon. Zoka and Velvet both have a Cancer Capricorn moon. Funny story. Both of them do. I just wish that they would tell me how they really felt. I just wish I knew what was real with the emotions with them. And I feel them and I ask, are you good? Are you good? Are you okay? And usually I'm right. Something is up. And then we talk about it and it was nothing. And we find out it was pointless. We get right back to loving and things get better. We feel closer now. Why did that have to stop? Why does that have to stop? Why do we have to just throw away the relationship in the person just because a moment of not seeing things clearly? No, as much as I love her, I don't think I could build much because that's not a cool way to respond. That has to be worked on.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy, and I love this book.
Or you just accept the fact that you need to have something built to where this person just can't ever destroy it, no matter what. And I feel like I am my business. And I feel like nothing can destroy me and nothing can build me because I'm already here. And I'm going to be whatever I'm going to be. So I feel fine dealing with people. I feel fine dealing with people who are hurt. I'm not looking for it, but I love who I love, and I'm there for you. If we're connected like that, we're bonded like that, we've made that level of connection and proximity, and we're like that, bro, I got you for life. If I said I love you, I got you for life. If you're my friend, if you was on my side at all, I got you for life. That's how I am. How they always walking out the door, man? Why are they always walking out the door? Because, and you know what the reason is? Because I don't love them. Yeah, I don't love them enough. That's always the fucking reason. That's another one that's always a reason, right? With Natiri, she would say, I don't know how to talk to her, and I can see that. That's way more understood. It's probably you, dude. I mean, I don't know how many times I've said that I try to take responsibility everywhere I can. Like, if you want to point something out, go ahead. It's probably true. It's probably true, right? Something point out. So I'll address that. You probably just like Baba G. So me and Eligio literally have the same chart. And for y'all who don't know about astrology or care about it, I'll just say this, is that people who do care about that shit or understand it, we believe that your astrology says a lot about your personality and how your character is and how you like operate and what you go through in this world. Me and Eligio are so similar down to the point to where one of the most important placements, the moon, we have the exact same moon. We both have Cancer moon, 27 degrees, first house, Cancer ascendants. You know, we both have that. He's Taurus 11. I'm Gemini 12. It's like literally just one notch over. I'm literally just a little upgrade, like a little one notch over from him. Just turn it to the right a little bit. Turn it from 2 to 3. I'm channel 3. You see what I'm saying? That's me. So we're very similar, and you're going to see us doing very similar things. Just know that my heart's pure. You have to judge me for me. You can't judge me for Eligio. I didn't do what he did for 10 years. I wasn't in the sex industry for 10 years. I wasn't even in a cult for 10 years. Okay, you got to judge me for other things. But yes, we are very similar. You're correct. You are correct. Anything else? Oh yeah, shout out to Tribe Zulu, man. I love Zulu. Shout out to them. Shout out to the real ones who are always there. Shout out to the ones who do keep it real. Shout out to the ones who do appreciate the love, who actually are there as a backbone and support. Shout out to the real friends that are there to back you up in your dark times when you do feel alone, and then you look around you and you see that the people that are there taking care of you, helping you, you know, without you asking. You know what I mean? Shout out to those people. Shout out to them. And shout out to you if you're that person for somebody, whether they see it or not. And shout out to you if you're somebody who's out there giving your love purely and truly, and you're ending up getting played or hurt, or things are going and you're having to learn these lessons through pain. Shout out to you.
You good, bro?
Oh, yeah, everything good.
I'm just checking on you.
Oh, no, you good.
All right.
So Life's friends like, you good? Because he's sitting in the dark going on and on and on about Zoka, Janae, and Velvet. I'm sure his friend is like, why doesn't he just chill? Like, just relax. It's over. It's all good.
You need anything?
Yeah, can you give me something to drink?
I got you.
Appreciate it. See what I mean? Real friends, they're there. Like there's a real backbone support. There's real friends. Like there are people who are there for you, you know. And those people, like I said, they get all my love. They get all my loyalty. I just always wish I could have that intimate partner. I just want my queen. I just want my queens. Yes, polygamy is heavy for me. I want my queens. And oh my God, if I can be open and vulnerable, just dream with y'all. Like damn. Let's go crazy, right? You guys want to see how evil, let's see how fucked up I can be, right? I would have Velvet, Natiri, and if I could pick 3. Hey, what top 3? I'm picking my top 3 women if I could just be polygamous. The top 3 women right now. I'm picking my top 3. I'll say Velvet, Natiri. I'm on the live.
Oh,
Velvet, Nateri. And then you know what? I would bring in Zoka, but I don't know. She's like on some other stuff. She's like obsessed with Lehio. It's really weird. Really weird. There's maybe like, I don't know, just keep it open and new. That's crazy. I know I guess you guys are going to hate me for that one, but it's a thought, and it's me being honest about that thought.
Oh my goodness, Courtney, aka Solar, you want a polygamous relationship with Velvet, Janae, and Zoka? If you had your way, that's how it would be? You are absolutely, positively delusional, because that would not be a successful polygamous relationship. Not at all.
I at least want to be trusted a little bit, to be honest. If you guys are going to be rocking with me for this long run, I want to at least be known for being an honest person. Yeah, I know, fucked up. Throw the throw ups out there. I'm crazy. But those are the women who I love. Ugh, it's crazy. Weren't you obsessed with him? I think I wasn't. I don't think I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed with what we were doing, and I think that I was too optimistic and too ignorant of him, and too, like, what's the word, like forgiving, or like when you do ignore, red flags, the rose-colored glasses type things. I did have like a delusion about Eligio. I didn't realize all the lies, immediately. I didn't see the intentions. I didn't catch all the switch-ups. No, I didn't. So I did overstay that. And I'm already loyal to a fault, so, And then also, we did have a lot of great moments as well. Like, that's the sad part. It is what it is. It's mixed in there. What else are y'all saying? No, I love Nateri. Nateri's been one of the most benevolent people I've ever met. Nateri is one of the most loving people I know. Fun fact, she forgave Velvet for everything. We're waiting on Velvet to apologize. Like, the thing is, Nateri stepped up, called in, and apologized while I was with Velvet. Like, just because her and Velvet have their own relationship. They have their own bond. They have their own relationship. They had their own thing before I even came to Carbonation. They were connected. I don't know if y'all know that. They have their own bond. It got to the point to where I was possibly working into being polygamous with them too. That was highly likely. It was highly likely. The only
Solar, you lying, because Janae got on live and let it be known that she did not or had no interest in a polygamous relationship with you and Velvet. No way. She was not interested at all.
The only party that she said she was into it, Velvet, she said she was into it. The only thing is that she didn't do it because she never had the opportunity to talk to Nateri, because she kept getting blocked, because she kept being like slick disrespectful, from misunderstanding the situation, not from just wanting to be mean. She didn't just want to be mean. Velvet did not just want to be mean. She misunderstood what Nateri was saying. She went into it feeling like attacked already, and it became a bad read of the text. And I can read the text and it'd be like, oh nah, you could see how you could read that in multiple ways. She misread that.
Solar, it had nothing to do with a text or a miscommunication on Velvet's part. Velvet does not do polygamy. She will never do polygamy. She does not have any interest in sharing her man.
And Terry's like, yo, what was that about? What was the toxic shit? You know what? I'm good, because I'm trying to be open and connect and try this again. And she's being like this, like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to block her. And since then, Velvet's been trying to get back in touch with Nateri using my devices to apologize and to reconnect and to reestablish a friendship. And I'm an advocate for that. And I'm an advocate for that. I don't push it. I do push it, but I didn't bring it up. You know what I mean? It was something that she knew she just had to do. They were friends. I didn't realize how close they were. Velvet had to tell me how close her and Nateri were. You guys don't realize how close me and Nateri are. So if Velvet and Nateri are that fucking close, and the only reason why they didn't really connect was because of toxic ass Eligio, well then, if he was something that repelled them, I was something that was more like a glue. I can keep them together. And they can just love on each other how they wanted to. Beautiful story. They're sisters. I don't see why they shouldn't love on each other like that. And I think that's what a lot of Velvet's negativity is, that I feel is just that those blockages of hate. When it's just like, oh, that's all love for Nateri. You should be giving that as love that you always had, but you're burning pictures and turning that love off, and now you're angry. And you're doing mean things. There's no need to be jealous of her. She's amazing. She's beautiful. She's awesome. Me and her are always going to reconnect. Me and her are always going to connect. We're cool. I love her. But you know what? She walked away from me too. She left me too. And she went her own way. And decided to love me from a distance. Velvet, and it was mean at first, but we've reconciled to where I don't think it's that mean anymore. I think we have an understanding. Me and Janae are good again, as far as that goes. It's not like negativity, We've balanced it. We've healed it. With Velvet, that doesn't exist between her and Nateri. They can heal that, though. They can, because it's a small misunderstanding. I heard both sides. I know what Velvet was wrong with Velvet, and I know what's wrong with Nateri. There's things y'all don't know. There's phone calls that me, Velvet, and Nateri all had together that I had to record, just to be safe, and I have all of them. And it's like, the thing is, they both love each other, and they both love me, and I love them both. And there's multiple times where we were talking about being polygamous, and oh my God, do you know what that would have fucking done? Think about the turn up from that shit. And imagine that actually working. But no, here I am alone. Wah, wah, wah. But ultimately, love still wins. I'm still doing very well. And I'm getting something better than I expected. Instead of getting a relationship, I'm getting the opportunity to build myself up and establish myself in my career and stamp myself in this world. To make my mark, make my own foundation, stand on my own square. I'm getting that opportunity right now, guys. So that is a trade-off of losing the relationship is a bag, The trade-off of losing the relationship is a bag. So if you're going to be this heartbroken and fucking alone, get you some fucking money at least. God damn. I'm at least getting a foundation set up and built so, I at least, I don't want to be one of those guys who wants to kill themselves or anything. I'm scared I'm going to turn into a savage. I'm fucking scared I'm going to turn into a savage, guys. That's me. I'm scared to turn into a savage. I don't want to do that. I want to keep loving. I want to keep being Teddy Pendergrass. I want to keep being Marvin Gaye and Luther Vandross. I want to keep being that. I don't want to be... I pray you make my heart cold at night. That's a Lehio, bruh. I don't want to go there. I don't want to be that. I don't need 1 million women. I don't want 1,000 women. I don't need that. Yeah, I love her. It's sad, I don't... I love them. It don't matter, y'all. She don't have to be the chief this or none of this or none of that for y'all. And you know what? Let me say this about the person who said you're homeless. The person to me who just said I'm homeless. I left my house. I had a house in the tropics. And it was very nice. Very nice. Everything was very nice about it. I loved it. And I definitely could pay that rent every month. I had a house. Okay? I left my house. I left my shit. I left a lot of my clothes. I left a lot of my things. I only took what I needed. And I left my stuff. I did leave my house to go to Velvet because she couldn't leave because Aviana didn't have a passport yet. Aviana has a passport now. That's the only reason why Velvet's going to be moving around. She didn't have a passport. So I moved to her. And I made sure we got the passport. We got extra things. We did everything we had to do. Velvet handled all the business she needed to handle so that we can travel back to Mexico. We were all going to go back to Mexico. We switched it and decided to go to Santa Monica, to go to California. Why? Because me and I started building with Yakin. And when me and Yakin started building, I was talking to, we've been building for a minute. Me and Yakin have been talking for a long time. So I'm over here thinking yo, I want to do music with bruh. I want to build here. I want to do this. I want to support his business. I want to support what he doing while I'm over there doing my thing too. Yakin offers me a spot. I'm like, yo, that's a dope ass price. And in Santa Monica, I got this brilliant idea to start setting up certain I got things to set up. I have production studios I wanted to set up, and I had access to do certain things in LA that it was just everything was so clutch. So I'm over here talking to Yakin, building Yakin on live, getting closer to him, just naturally, and we getting ready to move. I got a bag coming in. And I'm like, Velvet, let's get ready to move. We all getting ready to move. We all getting ready to move. We about to be out there in Santa Monica, chilling. Now I wonder if she would have still left me for Yakin if we did that. Is that possible? I don't know. That's what I'm curious about. Was the love real? Was the love real? No, she already is with him. I spied on her page and I saw the little polygod thing. She's with him not because she wants to be with him. She's with him for status, and she wants to hurt me. And it's the next opportunity because she's stuck in Ohio, and
Yeah, y'all remember this time when Velvet flew out to California to be with Yakin, become a part of his polygamous relationship, but Yakin put her in a separate house with his cats and his friend because he claims he wasn't really feeling it like that because Velvet admitted to him that she had herpes. So he was like, nah, you got to heal yourself first, boo, before you can join the family. And I don't think Velvet really liked that.
shouldn't be there, and rightfully so. And I wouldn't let her be there. That's why I would get her out of there ASAP. But she's getting herself out of there ASAP by attaching to Yakin. And I hope that she gets what she wants out of it. I hope for the things to go well, but it sucks for me to see this happen and to see my goddaughter have to go through this, to see Ellie and Avi have to go through this. Like, I don't know how these men or women are going to treat these girls, these little girls. Are you guys picturing it? Picture her standing with him and then questioning, where's the girls? Oh, I guess with the other women, right? I guess it's cool. I guess that's taken care of, huh? I don't know them. I don't fucking know them. I don't trust them putting their hands on my goddaughter. And I have that right. And I don't have no problem with them. I love them. I actually support them. And I'm going to keep supporting them. And actually, I'm going to keep working when y'all can. I don't care. Velvet's just going to be sitting there as a wife over there. Just whatever. I'm just going to have to ignore her. I'm still going to work with my bro. That don't get in the way of nothing. That don't get in the way with nothing. But it's just sad that this is how it had to be. You're a polygod queen now. Now you can be polygamous, but you couldn't be polygamous with your best friend, your actual best friend. You couldn't be polygamous with her. But you're gonna go and all of a sudden you're polygamous again when it's toxic. Nothing on Yakin. Yakin good. I think he gonna protect himself. Yakin know what he doing. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he's gonna make the most out of this situation. I think Yakin's smart enough to make the most out of this situation, to build his empire. That's just all it is. And to whatever extent that he can do that, he will. As any man would. I don't have no problem with Yakin. I like Yakin. I love Velvet. This just sounds like one big sex pool. This is crazy. It's fucking nuts. No, for me, that's just the truth, Jenier. And I know, Jenier, you're going to feel crazy. Go ahead and comment on this, Jenier. Say whatever you want to say. But I just want you to know, like, I've been with Velvet for years. I've been with Natiri for years. I love them both. I've been with Zoka for years. I love Zoka very much. She's just in love. She's just on some Eligio shit. But Natiri loves me. Velvet loves me. What's going on right now is a misunderstanding. And I don't know if Velvet really loves me or if that was lust or if that was fake. But I loved Velvet, so I'll clarify that and say I loved Velvet. I love Velvet. I don't know how she feels about me. I'm genuine. I'm open and authentic and real. What gets done with that is what gets done with that. But at least I said the truth. And at least I'm honest and the truth is out there. For her, it could be lust. I don't know. From the videos I have, it could be lust. It's just a ton of passion and lust. I gave that girl sexual moments she's never had. Shit, I felt things I've never had. Yeah, but Zoka's focused on Eligio. You know, so I'm not really like looking at that. I want her to be over there with herself, you know, doing what she's doing. I love Velvet. If Velvet never loved me and then she really loves Yaken, that's great. You know, she just lusted for me and loves him. That's beautiful. I wouldn't get mad at that at all. I just want to know what's real sometimes, you know. But it is what it is. I can't trust any response that comes from her because I believe that everything's going to be directed to hurt me. So I have to be strong with my open, vulnerable heart. I have to be tough. I have to be able to receive love or hate. And not everybody's going to come and hug an open heart. Some people are going to see that as an opportunity to shoot an arrow. Some people see an open heart and they want to hug it. Some people see an open heart and they want to shoot it. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? What'd you say, Danielle? Sex salad. No, it's not about sex, unfortunately. But the sex is involved. I mean, it'd be stupid to say that we don't have sex. That would be dumb. But no, that's not the main point. I mean, you can talk about it if you want, if it matters to you. But I am not even really talking about that like that. There's just moments, and those moments matter. They're very passionate, very deep moments. Like I'm talking like roaring and like animals and stuff. Like it sounds good. Like it was awesome. But it was good stuff. Good stuff. I've had this only with like my intimate partners. I've had sex with other women who I wasn't intimate with like that, and it was like it's whatever, you know. But the moments where I have that bond with the women, it's clearly a difference. Clearly. So yeah, talking about the sex for the women that you have that bond with, it's different. Yeah, of course. Yeah, is there a reason why I keep passing each other around? I couldn't answer that to you because I can't speak for other people. But the way I would have it, like I said, is I would be with Janae and Velvet. But, you know, I'm not going to chase someone, you know, who wants to be away from me. I'm not going to chase someone who doesn't want to be with me either. At the same time, I'm just honest with my emotions. I'm stamping what's real for me. I'm open with my heart. That's all that is. Having an open heart, you got to be ready for rejection. You know, you got to be ready to be rejected. Velvet could easily reject me. You know, Natiri could easily reject me for saying any of these things. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but I'm honest and open with my heart and my love, and that's the most freeing, liberating thing to have. If I'm going to be alone, I'm going to be fucking real. Fuck that shit. If I end up alone every time, I'm just going to be real all the time. Not sugarcoating things, nah. No, I'm not even about to sit here and try and expose them, expose their secrets or nothing. I'm just telling you certain things that happen and how I believe that, you know, there's just simple misunderstandings in a way, and how, to me, how stupid and petty this stuff is, how stupid and petty these problems are, how these are best friends feuding, and my heart gets stomped on in the process. Janae is refusing to ever talk to me or deal with me because I'm with Velvet. Velvet, you know, is being mean to Natiri, but saying she wants to fix the friendship, but won't. And then Natiri says, you know what, I'm actually considering being with y'all. But Velvet's being too childish. And she was right. And I told Velvet, and Velvet didn't like that. But eventually she came around to say, hey, you know what? I do need to fix that.
So because Velvet wasn't really feeling the polygamy thing, she was being childish. Okay, Solar.
I should have, yeah, I do need to fix that. That isn't cool. Okay. We had the understanding. We were on the step of Velvet talking to Natiri again. That was the goal. The goal was for Velvet to get in touch with Natiri again. That was the goal. That's where we were actually last left off. And there's other things to that you guys still don't know. Y'all still don't know the half. I barely am telling y'all a third. Barely. Oh, and another thing. I'm going to start talking about carbonation more openly. I'm going to start talking about things that did happen there, potentially, because I believe that We need real perspectives on real understanding on what actually happened and what actually went on in certain situations. I want to bring up certain things from the past. Yes, I do. Because I want to clear this stuff up. We said we were going to alchemize it. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it all up by reviewing it myself. If we're going to get trolled and people are going to get paid for trolling us, if people want to get paid for trolling us and putting out their perspectives on carbonation, well, let me tell you my perspective about carbonation from inside out. And not just that, I want to get other people's perspectives. I want to get together and get other people's perspectives as well. Even the trolls who had a journey with us. I want to interview the T. I would want to interview World. I want to interview World News. I want to interview Deculu. I want to get their perspectives, their views of how they view carbonation and what it is to them. And I want to get those things. I want to collect these things. I want to share them. I want to do that more consistently because it's years and years and years of healing that is being ignored because we're just calling it a cult, throwing it in a box and throwing it over there. And then we're over here still wanting to love each other but can't because we're traumatized and worried that we're going to do the same thing. And everybody's scared I'm going to be Eligio again. And everybody's scared that Velvet is just this evil, evil person when she's not. That Janae is just this whatever person when she's not. Like, I don't know what y'all saying. These people are beautiful people. They're not even that crazy. They're misguided. We made a really bad decision. And some people are still pretty, a little messed up by it. But these are people that are not beyond repair. These are people that are not beyond fixing and healing and working and growing. These people can do great things in this world, and that's what you should want for them. You shouldn't want for them to fail. You shouldn't want for them to be on the street. You shouldn't want for them to struggle because that's what you're going to get if you put that out. Be done with it. No, the thing is, I can't be done with it because people are going to bring it up around me for the rest of my life, Lynn. I have to deal with it. If nobody will, I will. If nobody wants to talk about it, I'll talk about it. I mean, y'all want to talk about it. Y'all follow to talk about it. Motherfuckers, don't tell me to be done with it. That's all y'all care about. Y'all don't care about me. Y'all don't care about my love. Y'all don't care about my relationships. You don't care about my family. You want to know what's going on for entertainment. This is entertaining to you. This is painful for me. This hurts. I didn't even choose to cry. I didn't want to cry. I tried to stop. The water wouldn't stop coming out my eyes. The pain wouldn't start beating out my heart. I felt them. I felt the love, and I felt it felt so loving. It hurt because they're not here, and what the situation is. I just cried because of the contrast. So much love that I felt versus what's actually going on gave me tears. 2 hours, but I didn't even mean to do it. I couldn't help it. No, I'm not. And the thing is, I'm not sad. It's dissonance. It hurts. It's painful. I'm not sad about it. It hurts and it's painful and it's crazy. It's extreme. It's a feeling. It's real. It's an emotion. I'm not sad about it, but it hurts. It hurts because it doesn't, to me, it's frustration. I would put it in a frustration box. If you want to put a word on it, I would call it frustration. Frustration, yes. That's how I wouldn't say sad. I would say frustrated because I'm like, I wish I could change certain things, but I can't. And it's like, it's a heaviness.
All right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy, and I love this book.
Because I feel responsible, and I see where I'm responsible. And I can't make another person see where they're responsible. But even if I do, so it's a heaviness coming from that frustration. And that's what I definitely feel in my heart. Yeah, and I know I love them very much. And I used to be very obsessive as a child, romantically. I remember, If I liked a girl in school, I would write her letters, get her teddy bears, get her chocolates, gifts, set up little presents and all kind of stuff. And some of the women, the girls, because we were kids in school, they thought it was creepy. But the parents always thought it was really romantic. And they just like, bro, just chill. You're in like 3rd grade. You know, like my mom would take these letters and frame them. You know what I'm saying? Like she would take these letters and frame them. And I didn't necessarily know that I was being obsessive. I thought that I was being generous, loving. You know, I was just letting my energy flow. I was doing art for the people who I loved, who I was attracted to. And I'd give it to them all the time at school. And some of them loved it. Some of them thought it was creepy, you know, growing up. I had good and bad experiences with it. One time, I had wrote a really beautiful letter, put it in a girl's thing. She didn't even read it. She just freaked out. The teacher read it, called the parents, and then that was that. Like, so, you know, things like that happen. And when they called my parents, they read it. My mom's like, dude, why don't you write like this all the time? I'm like, I don't know. I spent like hours. I stayed up all night making each line perfect on that letter. Each line, each dot, every single line. I wrote every letter slowly. Just to give her that letter. And this was what? This was in Ocean View Elementary, so I was maybe like 4th grade or 5th grade before I went to Discovery. Yeah, so it was like 4th or 5th grade. Yeah, I've just always been like that, and I'm very loving, very Prince Charming. You know, I kind of just really want someone to give that to. It really hurts when that's like just turned off. And it's weird just giving that to myself. You know what I mean? Like, just treat yourself really, really, really good. That's cool. But I'm not a person who likes to be alone. I have a Venus Taurus in the 11th house. You know, I like to have multiple people around in my love life. I like my friends and my lovers are like synonymous. You know, Venus, Taurus, 11th house, like my best friends are my lovers. I don't have lovers. It's like my best friends are my lovers. Velvet's one of my best friends. You know, we get along in such an amazing way. Janae, best friend, another one. You know what I mean? And it's just, it is what it is. I don't even want to go into compatibility. You know, that make the relationship with her makes me question astrology because me and Velvet are stupid compatible. Like, maybe it's just now, but I'm just going to keep being honest and keep speaking my truth. And who knows, guys, maybe I'll keep getting what I want. I usually do. That's proven. I'll just put it out there. It's cool when they do it. Can you explain that to me? Because I gave a lot. If anything, I feel like I was drained in these situations. And now I'm left like, what the fuck? Because I know why things ended was like so unsatisfying. Like, I'm unsatisfied with the endings. You feel me? Like, it's like, what? That don't make sense. That's not worth it. That don't add up. No. That's a misunderstanding. That's not enough. To me, it don't add up. You know, I'm not fighting it too much. I'm just confused. You know, I'm really just trying to be raw and vulnerable with how I feel right now. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do or what they should do or how it should be. I don't know where Zoka is. And there is other news I'd love to tell you guys. It's just not the time. But you'll see why I'm saying certain things. Velvet knows. Nateri knows. They know what I'm talking about. They're wondering if I'm going to say it or not. They're wondering if I'll say it or not. Some people know. They're wondering if I'll say it or not. They're probably going to laugh. Go ahead and give me a... No, don't even do it. Don't expose yourself. You go ahead and laugh on the other side of your phone. Don't type nothing. Just laugh if you know the extra news that ties us together for a while. I love these girls, man. That's just real. That's just honest. I love Velvet and I love Materia. Yeah. In the perfect world, you know? In the perfect world. In the perfect world, for me, they reconcile and they're at least friends again. And then I can be with either one of them and I can at least see Ellie from time to time, as my goddaughter. I always have that sense of responsibility. I feel like if that's what it is, even on paper, like, yeah, that's me. That's my job. Like, that's my job. I'll be on my job. That's something I got to do. There's an alarm clock for that. That's how I look at things. That's how I live. Velvet ain't sharing you though. I know. They love me. They really, really love me. Like, yo, I'm telling you, like, and I love them. Her face, like, have y'all seen Velvet? Do y'all realize how beautiful she is? Do you guys realize how beautiful Nateri is? Have you guys seen her? Do you know how beautiful she is? It's crazy. That's why I want to talk about carbonation, because, I really don't need anybody else to do it. I'm beautiful. We're all beautiful. Why not just let us talk about it? But I want us to get us to a point. And I guess what? I got to get super rich or something? What, do I got to get, like, super fucking rich? Set things up a certain way to where it's, like, okay? And it's incentive for everybody to want to, like, do some loving shit? If that's what it takes, whatever. I'll get the bag for that. I'll pay you. I'll pay for the love. It's what it is. What it is. I'll pay for the honesty and the truth. It'll benefit you in the long run. Let me see. Oh my gosh, that would be crazy. They are both pregnant. That would be crazy. But I think it's too early. I think it would be too early to know if Velvet was pregnant for me. If that was a thing, I think it might be too early. I just left. And we had sex, like, pretty intensely. And I came in her, like, every time, so. Yeah. She could be pregnant. And I don't know what she would do. Like, what if she doesn't talk to me and she gets, like, an abortion or something? Or, like, a plan B or something. I don't know. I don't know if she would do that. I don't know if she would do that. Or what if she chooses to have the child? If she is pregnant. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. And fast forward to the present, Velvet is still very pregnant with Solar's baby.
Hey, throw up the Zulu tribe shields. Y'all protecting me. Thank you guys. See what I said? When I said you have friends that show up, it's funny. It's called the Trinity move with Donald, Goofy, and Sora in Kingdom Hearts. They all pull up and they make a shield together. And the shield, it brings Sora back to his full-blown strength, and it can defeat anything. So that shield is very powerful. So thank you guys. Gratitude for that. Gratitude for those shields. If you don't like being alone, then you haven't fully healed. It's not that I don't like being alone. I love my own company. What I'm saying is that romance and the family and the energy that I was just in, and then now, like a snap of your fingers, you're just sitting there like, it's just you. Like, from going to bed, like, with the girls crawling all over you and just love and just movies and cookies and all the greatness, cuddles, to just laying there, thinking about what you're going to do for your business tomorrow or some shit. It's a big difference, especially when it's just like the snap of a finger. So that's what I mean. And I'm not running from any healing. I'm running towards the healing, if anything. So I'm here being open and honest. I'm here, like, being authentic, and I'm always going to be like that. I'm going to answer you guys in a way that you don't expect. I'm going to tell you the truth. Some of y'all are going to say some trollish things, and I'm going to be like, no, that's true. You guys are going to say that person's being negative or trolling, but what they just said was real. and that happens. And if we address these things, we can heal from them. So no, I'm not really running from anything. I actually would love everything to be resolved. I actually don't want to even run at all. So thank you. Velvet didn't leave. I left the house. I left. She came up to me and said, I don't want to be with you either. And I think that she tried to beat me to the punch. I was kind of curving her that day. I will say that. I had got a lot of money that day, and I was kind of curving her that day. I was just tired and drained. I was like sleeping. And I feel like towards the end of the day, she felt like, maybe I wasn't treating her right, or maybe she felt like I didn't want to be with her. Maybe like I didn't love her or something, or maybe I'm playing her. Maybe she thought I was playing her or using her. Maybe that's what she thought. And she came to me and said, I don't want to be with you either. And that really, really, really hurt me, because we didn't even get to talk about that. It was just so much energy and so much anger and rage and so much movement. If you guys understand, Velvet's really physical when she does things. So she moves things, opens doors, grabs stuff, picks things up, moves things around. In the midst of talking, she doesn't talk much. She does a lot. So it was like not the time to really talk. I felt the energy was so high. There's a lot of things going on. And it was very aggressive, and I just didn't want to match aggression. So I chose peace and love, and I just packed things up, and I just left, because I'm like, it's not okay to treat me like this at all, especially in front of the girls. And so that's why I left. But I didn't have to leave. I know I could have stayed there, hugged her, kissed her, loved on her, fixed it. I know I could have did that. I know that. I would have easily fixed it. I know how she works. You gotta understand, like, I love her. I know how she works. I know what I could have did to fix it. But I felt like me leaving was making more of a statement. I feel like her telling me to get out so much, so profusely. And then me, following suit. I felt like that was a message. And then, like, yeah, I deserve better than that. But I also know that stemmed from a misunderstanding. She did that because she was hurt from something. And no, it's not my job to fix everybody else's problems, but I know why. I get it. And I don't want to put her business out there, but I'm not going to make her into a bad person anymore. I love her, and I'm going to protect her. And, she's going to do what she wants to do. And ultimately, and that's just what that is. But at least it is, from me, open heart, whether it's an arrow that I get hit with, or another, or a hug, or a shield. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Who is this? I'm trying to let this person up. I'm gonna see what they talking about. I don't know. I guess they left. That's good news. That means this whole internet thing is gonna get that much more entertaining, right? That's cool. It is what it is. I know whatever Velvet and Lee Hill had was weirdo shit. I know what me and Velvet had was like, nah, shit was different. And then the signs and the connections and the things that we went through, like, there's things that you can't fake. The synchronicities, there's things that you can't fake. Like, I have been studying this woman's chart for a very long time. It is what it is. I just really care for these people. I mean, I can leave everybody I want alone, but I'm not going to stop people from coming to me. I'm not going to check I will definitely leave people alone, but I will not, stop them from wanting to, reconcile. And that's usually what happens, is that these people y'all don't want me to deal with, we somehow reconcile, and things like become cool. Like, we just clarify where we left off, we clarify what was messed up, and we be cool again. You don't even say you're in here. Can you see my face? Yeah, you can see my face. Let me go turn the light on. I'm just chilling. I hope I don't look crazy from all the crying. I don't look crazy. Yeah. It's been pretty intense. I just been sitting here, talking right here. Do I have any goals? I have a ton of goals. I have notebooks full of goals. I go through my goals daily. What do you mean? Do you regret leaving your life house? Oh, yeah. Just for the people who call me a bum or say those things, like I left my house.
Y'all, you know what's crazy? His baby with Janae, little baby Azuli, she has his entire face. If you look at her and look at him, you can see Solar. That's a little Solar.
I'm not home, so I left my house. Now I'm in a messed up situation because of how things played out. Yeah, for sure. But I don't regret anything. I felt a lot of love and it felt really good. Yeah, sorry, I look a little tired. Maybe I look a little crazy, you know. I hope you guys saw that music session we had with Jaguar. She's talented. I didn't know that she was like a talented singer. And we produced 2 songs. We made 2 songs together. That was really good on the spot. She's like a really good artist. Yeah, it was a really cool connection to make. You know, shout out to Jaguar, right? She's really dope. I look forward to doing more music with dope artists, you know, and building up my musical foundation as well. So I'm doing things in life, you know, that, you know, my current 10,000 followers are, you know, I'll probably be millions of people listening to my music. There'll probably be millions of people, you know, paying attention to my work. So y'all may not care, but those are the things I'm doing. I have lot of goals. Yeah, I didn't know her history, but she's dope today, you know. Well, the thing about giving up and getting a job, I only considered getting a job recently because I found a place where I wanted to stay, and the job entailed, you know, all the freedoms that I wanted, and it's like just paid for doing what I want to do. So it's like lit, you know. So that's how I feel about a job. If you have an opportunity, if a job places an opportunity for you, as an entrepreneur, you can go ahead and take that. You can go ahead and move forward with that. You know, you can go ahead and provide however you need to provide for your situation, however it makes sense. But I wouldn't tell you to stay in a job at all. I would tell you to do what you can. I recommend everybody become a form of entrepreneur and assign value to what they want to in life, you know, and just have that complete sovereign square. But I'm not against anybody for working jobs, and I understand why people work jobs. Like my resume is actually really fucking dope. I've worked plenty of jobs. I'm half Jamaican. I've been working jobs. I'm Jamaican and Mexican. I know what a job is. I've worked a job. My resume is lit. It's probably better than yours. And yeah, and I'll present it better too. I might get the job before you based off of a resume. Yeah. Thank you guys for just, I guess, being here with me for this. That was cool. I was really crying like for hours, and I feel way better now. I just knew I had to talk about it. What's up, Diana? What's up, Diana? Hey, and y'all follow Diana or Simply Anna, Simply Diana. She's gonna be having the scoop on everything because she's the only one I talk to. I don't talk to the T. I don't talk to those other people much. I don't like to deal with them as much. Diana, though, I really like dealing with her. So that for Diana right there, her, I'll be talking to her a lot more about certain things. And if things come out and I'm not talking about them, it'll be probably on her page. I respect her because she puts out the truth. That's why I like her. Other people, they twist things. Her, she like gives it how it was, even if it kind of makes me look a little crazy. Soul redemption's definitely a thing. Soul redemption is not gonna stop. The thing about it is I'm taking a break because of all the crazy stuff. And I want to give you guys, good energy and more consistency. So we're doing like a little winter break thing. We'll be back. Don't worry. We ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. And then there's plenty in there to still study too for right now. And then I put in that note into the school on the bulletin board of, that I'm still 100% accessible in this time. Like I never stop. I'm daily with this stuff. It's just maintaining it and offering it for everybody else is a little different. I love doing that and I love helping, but when you help people, you've got to give a certain amount of attention and energy. And I do that. So I give a lot of attention and energy to everybody who I'm working with and building with. I give everything to you. Okay, I'll save it. I'll make it public, okay? Because this was very important to me. This is very honest, open. I mean, I just said I wanted to be with Velvet and Materi at the same time. That's my perfect world. That's what I would love. You know, that's true. Do you get any sleep? Just all nighter. I don't. I don't get much sleep. I should though, because it's even in my schedule. That's the one thing in my school that I teach people and don't follow is like rest. I don't get sleep. I don't get rest. I be on the move. I understand what it's like to live a life, but I'm doing what I can. And I live so inspired. I feel like a lot of this is out of my control. I move so inspired, and I always just let the universe tell me what to do, if you will. And that's how I get here. I guess that's what's crazy. Somebody's going to want to diagnose me in here. But I call it spirituality. Some people understand it, and some people don't. What's up, Jay? Let's see what you're talking about.
Hey man, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, Jay. What's going on with you, man?
Not much. I mean, I've seen you, going through a lot right now. I'm just checking up on you, bro.
Appreciate that. Hey, that's love.
Of course,
How's everything going for you?
it's going well. I mean, I had to heal too because I was going through a lot too. So, you know, I had a lot of scars last year that I couldn't recover, and I had to realize that, I had to recover from it. Finally could see my face too, you know. But this is how I look in person. But
I always knew that I know when I do these things that I'm not the only person going through this. I know I'm not there's no way I could be the only person because I'd be getting out of this like scratch free. I'd be just left with the pain or the heaviness in my heart. Like I'll
yeah,
be crying because I love too much. Like shut up, nigga. People really out here getting hurt.
yeah,
People really out here getting dragged through the mud and dragged through the dirt.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna tell you this. Watch who you be around too, because I
Facts.
don't know between the relationship between you and Velvet, but I think I'm gonna tell you what like I don't want to get too in detail, and I don't want to be in your private, I mean, it's private between you guys, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
be super much, but I mean, did you like how did you guys know each other? Are you guys like friends before? Or, I'm
Yeah.
curious.
So
In a sense, you could say that we're friends. Solar was a part of a cult led by Eligio Bishop, aka Nature Boy, aka Three God, who Velvet is actually married to. And at the time, Solar was one of her servants. So there, you could say that they knew each other before the relationship began.
for years, about 4 years, we were in a group known as Carbonation for 4 years.
Mm,
And this is for people who don't know as well. We were in a group called Carbonation for 4 years. and we traveled the tropics and things like that. And she was always in a relationship with the leader of this group.
And
And
who's the
this was a
leader?
very abusive, crazy, psychotic relationship. A
Mm.
very toxic person to where, he ended up being in jail recently. There's things going on with him in his case now, whatever. But everything fell apart that he had built because
I think
ultimately it was evil. It was fucked up.
I think I know who you're talking about too, Nature Boy, right?
Exactly.
And
And in this,
actually wanted to tell you this too. I researched that guy. I didn't even know because I saw him beef with Young Pharaoh and all that stuff. And at the time, I was like 16 when I found this out. And when I basically found this out about the situation, I was like, okay, I could tell, I can kind of sense something is weird about Nature Boy. And I was like, I kind of had that off feeling about him when I first kind of saw him and when I watched his videos, and he was an insecure little boy inside. I'm like, okay, something is wrong, and something is like, I can tell something is off
hmm,
about him. Then when I basically looked up and he went to jail for it, I'm like, oh, I already knew something was off about him. He kind of gave off that weird vibe, and I heard he was like accused of. I mean, I'm not gonna
I
try to
mean, that's
talk
not
to.
even the first time, he's been in jail and had cases for things like this over the years. This is who he is. A lot of people didn't do background research. I didn't do background research on him before I went there. I didn't understand things about him or what I was getting into. What I thought was just like moments, like maybe once or twice, ended up becoming regular. That's when things start becoming weird, is over time. And over these years, it was about 4 years, I'm actually the astrologer of the group. I'm the top-notch astrologer of the group. And so I'm always being commanded to literally study her chart and know everything about her.
Mm,
And so I actually literally know everything about her. And I've been studying her for years. And we've been very close. And me and her personally have an amazing relationship. It's just whenever we're allowed to be together, or whenever we had to run the group together, say he went to jail, me and her would be in charge of everything.
yeah,
And it was like that. And when we did that, it's like, oh no, y'all are some bosses. Like me and her, it's very powerful. So we felt that on our own for years. Now, yeah, now that also all that was over, me and her ended up reconnecting, and she was in a situation where she did need assistance and she did need help. And I dropped everything I was doing to go and help her. And I'm glad I did it.
yeah. And I understand, like, it's good to help people, but there's certain people you cannot help. They have
That's
to help
true.
themselves. Like, they got to help
Ooh,
themselves.
ooh. I would say this was one of those situations, but I'm only saying that now because it's after the fact. Now I can see what the universe did. What I went there, what we were doing was a relationship. But I see the universe sent me there to take care of those girls and get them through the winter real quick. That's what
Yeah,
that was about. I really had to do that. As far as like the relationship and the emotions behind that, that's exposing and revealing a number of traumas and things from the past that need to be dealt with still. But ultimately, my purpose in going there, why I don't regret it, is because I know what I was there to do ultimately from the universe. The universe wanted to do that. That was like a hidden thing that was like bigger than all of us. That was about the kids. And so
mm,
I feel like that's one of the biggest things that is another thing is I do everything for the youth and for the kids. I put the kids before everything when it comes to people. So that's actually why I like polygamy. That's actually why I like certain different belief systems and why I do what I do, because I am with children. That's why I'm so critical on people, is because the kids are going to learn from the adults. They're going to watch you. They're learning from you. So look at how these people talk in this room. Would you talk around your kids? It doesn't matter. They're going to pick up your ways just if they spend time around you.
yeah,
That's going to be just like how y'all type. Is how y'all kids is coming out. So what do I want to do? Promote love and peace.
yeah. My perspective is I personally wouldn't do polygamy, not because, it's like, I don't think it's that an apple, dude. Oh, I thought
Yep.
that was I thought that was
Yeah.
just an apple, but I
It's
just want
okay.
to.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm about to get out of here right now anyway. I don't even want to start talking about polygamy because that's a very high level conversation. I'm not
Understood.
about to go into that right now.
All right. All right. If you need anything, you can let me.
Respect to you though. Like we can talk about it off.
Yeah, of course. You want to call after? We can call
Um,
personally.
I'm probably gonna go to sleep, bro. I'm tired.
It's up.
That's why I'm declining giving that talk. So I'm like, I'm tired right now, man.
It's all good.
You know, I
Hey, have a
appreciate
nice day.
your love and your support. And you're somebody who's always been around, tapping in, showing love all the time. You're trust me, guys, that matters. That does a lot for me. I'm a real person. These moments, that stuff adds up. You know, thank
Of
you, Jay.
course. Yeah, of course. Have a nice day.
Yeah, hey, y'all too, man. I love y'all.
All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video as well as my commentary. Be sure to drop me a comment. Hit that like button. Replay gang gang. You know I'm rocking with the replay gang gang. Hey, y'all in the bushes. I see y'all in my analytics. Come on over to the channel. Hit the subscribe buttons and click notifications so that you are aware of when I go live or upload some new content. I want to give a big shout out to all my new subscribers. Welcome, guys. And to all of my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank you so much for this continued support. Big up yourself.